take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they splash? Did they drill? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
This will make it into the end zone.
A good-looking return setup here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
The 48-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang. Had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
4-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 27. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 18.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. To throw is Breeze. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
The score, Saints 8, Vikings nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
33, Dalvin Cook.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On third down, Cousins. Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
And out.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Harris now to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
49-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
We're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Running with Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
For the Vikings and Saints, you might recall they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
On the ground, Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
To Alvin Kamara.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Vikings.
on the counter with Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Cousins now from the 50. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Bailey's kick is good, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And what right now is a 13. We send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
The boost the defense gave them. Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick. streak going? Because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Yeah, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Brought down at the 42.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Mario Davis on
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
To throw, it's Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the prior, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
They run it again with Kamara, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They start the drive with Cook. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And right side, they're going to go option here. The pitch to Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down into 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run forward with Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And with just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Saints 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Saints,
Well, Charles,
16.
this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Minnesota, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for this